So there have been more than a few videos on social media of new Singaporean citizens, or at least they sound like new citizens, showing themselves walking to the voting booth and even with the ballot paper. One now private TikToker Live Plus SG in their video even said that photos are not allowed and that she secretly recorded it anyway.
那个地方是不可以拍照的，我偷偷的从远处给大家录一下，看新加坡的投票的 balloting point 长什么样。这边呢，就是投票的地方了。投完出来啦，其实整个过程还是挺快的。不过呢，在你拿到选票的那一刻，那个通知的那一刻，你就要开始思考了，你要投给谁？这个过程是漫长的。
Well, according to the ELD website, one of the do's is respecting the privacy of other voters. Two of the don'ts tell us not to use any camera, video, or photographic equipment, and not to use our handphone in the polling station. So naturally, netizens are not happy about the videos, asking if this is legal lah, or saying how come they so dumb lah. Then noting the Live Plus SG account, another TikToker, Mr. Pink IC, called the elections department, which then advised them to make a police report. So they did. And in Mr. Pink IC's update, they say that there won't be any further investigations from the SPF, and says that it is unbelievable to see nothing being done despite a blatant disregard of our laws. They also feel that our citizenship is being taken lightly, fearing for Singapore's future, and that this is no longer a place they can call home. Stomp also made a query to the ELD, and a spokesperson replied that they are aware of the case involving the voter in Sengkang, that is Live Plus SG. Since the footage does not carry any information on how other voters had cast their vote, it did not compromise the secrecy of their vote. Then there is the blah blah, we can strengthen efforts, awareness, blah blah, that you can read yourself. Though Redditors noted that this response feels like ELD is indirectly okaying this, as there are no consequences here. So, obligatory, I am not a lawyer, but browsing through the Parliamentary Elections Act 1954, it doesn't seem like there is any specific law for the usage of a camera. Some relevant sections would be Section 37, facilities to be provided in a polling station. Subsection 7 explains that it is the duty of the returning officer to provide reasonable facilities such that votes are screened from observation. Another one could be Section 39, admittance to the polling station, where subsection 7 notes that a person who misconducts or fails to obey the lawful orders of the presiding officer may be removed from the polling station. So was this a misconduct, or was the secrecy of the vote compromised? Consider that there are press photographers, and you can even find photographs like this of a voter marking his ballot paper, though we cannot see what is on it. So from this, we can tell that what our authorities care about the most is the secrecy of the vote. Of course, this doesn't mean that you can just bring your whole camera crew, as this Redditor suggested. Well, I guess you can if you are from the press and got permission. But if you don't have that permission, you'll likely be removed for misconduct and kept in custody under Section 39, subsection 7. Even if you don't have a whole crew, you'll likely still be stopped by the election officers if you just try to record. And if you still don't listen to them, then you might be fined or even jailed depending on your physical reaction to them. But now we might as well look at what other countries do. In the UK, for example, revealing how someone else voted, even if accidentally, is a fine of £5,000 or 6 months in prison. But interestingly, their electoral commission in their guidance for local returning officers says that our advice is that you should not allow photos to be taken inside polling stations, and that there is a risk that someone taking a photo inside a polling station may be in breach of the law. So it doesn't outright say that photos are illegal. And to be clear again, this is in the UK. So another example, Canada. The Federal Agency Elections Canada says in a Facebook post that it is illegal to take photos inside a polling place. But under the Canada Elections Act, it only specifies marked ballots. So you might be seeing the pattern that authorities tend to care more about marked ballots, but sort of don't try to be clear on whether taking photos of polling station is illegal or not, right? So, what's the big deal with marked ballots? Essentially, having your votes reviewed can allow vote buying to happen. This article by a United States NGO explains that voting in secret guards against coercion and bribery, and ballot selfies go against this secrecy. Having a photo proves how you voted, which can be something like a receipt for someone who wants to buy votes. And as for US legislation on photos, let's just say they might as well be 50 different countries with so many different legislatures. So to go back to the videos, what they took really isn't much, and it doesn't seem like they were disrupting the process. But as always, it's up to you how angry you want to be about these things.